guys, it's Sonia Miller of Junk Monkey Paint Company, and welcome back to my channel. How's everybody out there doing today? It is an awesome day here around these parts. I've already got a project knocked out today. This was actually one that I just did rather quick. On the side, my landlord had asked me if I would paint a plain Jane dollar store birdhouse. Sonia style, shabby style, whimsical style, just something different, right? So of course I said yes. I have an awesome landlord here at the shop, so of course I'm gonna help him out. This is what it turned out like. I wish I had taken the time to do a before photo, but for me, sometimes I just jump into things. Anybody else out there and then go, oh, I wish you could have seen the before. Just picture a plain Jane wooden birdhouse. I think it was from the Dollar General this one came from. And you know, just the plain cheap wood. But look baby, the power of paint. Look, isn't this pretty? So I just did it in really shabby, whimsical style. And look, the door matches the roof. How cute is this? I posted a picture over on Facebook earlier, and one of you guys wrote below it and you said, one lucky stylish bird is gonna live in that house. He's gonna have the fun house on the block. And now we're gonna get into the belle of the ball. Today, here on the vlog, we are gonna paint this brownie frowny clock that I got over at the rummage sale. You know, the face was not here. The face is here, but what do you call it? The hands, right? Of the clock are not here. You could go get a kit if you want. You know what? If the person that buys this wants to do that, they can totally go do that for a few bucks. But for me, I'm just gonna paint it and sell it just like that because I have learned that people love clocks, okay? And especially those of you who love time-worn shabby. Like there's something about a distressed, rustic, farmhouse, age-old clock. So today I'm going to go ahead and shabby fire up, give her some love, and this is the color right here. Do you see that? Definitely a yellowy color right there, and it is called buttercream, and it's basically like if you melted butter, to be totally honest with you. I'm just going to grab one of my stir sticks here and get it going. Remember, it's always good to stir your paint. When you shake your paint, you're gonna get bubbles. That just happens. It won't affect when you paint or your paint job, but if the bubbles are annoying, like just stick with stirring your paint. I think you'll like it better. First thing we're gonna have to do is clean it. I'm gonna grab my crud cutter. Quick tip, you never wanna saturate your piece when you clean it. You don't want your wood to be too wet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on real quick. And now I'm gonna go ahead and clean off all this dust that I see. If your piece is coming from your house and you know there's no nasty dust bunnies on it, you know, just grab a brush and go bananas. We don't judge here, just go do it. Because I know this is dirty, look, can you see? Right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a nice clean over. I am going to grab a shabby chip brush for this project. Remember, all the supplies I use you can find on my website at junkmonkeypaint.com. Makes it super easy. And yes, we are going to flip this clock. Seriously, if it had like hands on it, I would tell you we can have it flipped in minutes. Okay guys, we've got a quick, fast coat of buttercream all over this piece. I'm loving it as it is. I do not want to put another coat on it because I'm going to really make this feel really old, right? And I'm going to do that by just using the shabby chip brush, one quick coat all over. Guys, don't get carried away with it. Don't get OCD. Things that are distressed, like you trying to plan out your distress marks, just brush it on and then continue the process from there, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a coarse sand block at this point, and now I wanna knock even more off, all right? So that shabby chip brush didn't give me complete coverage. Win, win, win for shabby style. Now we're gonna go ahead and on top of that, go ahead and distress. And remember how I said I do love brownie frowny in this capacity, which is like the underlayer. Oh yeah. This makes me happy every single time I see this. All right, let's go ahead and distress real easy. Sometimes you get furniture that have these little ornate, like a lot of the, what's the kind of furniture? It's called federal style. And it has these little, cute little pieces of like embellishment off the top. Let me just bring you in real quick so you can kind of see this just real fast. This is what I mean, shabby style. If you love that old time look right there, that is just so easy to be able to get on any piece of furniture. Just grab a brush, go bananas with your paint, use that brush, and then bring in a coarse grit sand pad. And that, my friends, is the secret recipe. So our paint dries to a flat, matte, vintage feel. It makes it real easy because it settles down just gorgeous. She is a beauty. She is a beauty. If you're decorating farmhouse, country, rustic, this on a mantle, just as decoration, regardless if you, like I say, you put the clock workings in or not, is just beautiful. Oh yeah, so this is what I wanted to share with you guys. I was like, you know, working on the back, and it has this big, big indentation. It's almost like there's a shelf here. Can you guys see that? Imagine if you had this on your wall, you could like put storage of anything you're hiding back here, right? And put it up against your wall. It would be like a little false shelf. So anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. Did you guys ever find anything out there where, you know, you bought a piece of furniture and there was something valuable inside of it, whether it was inside like the back of a, I don't know, an art frame, and it was inside, like you hear stories of people in the past would do that. You know, they would basically, and I think that's just human nature. Sometimes we like stuff things in places and then we forget where we put them, or something happens, they get donated, and next thing you know, there's a little treasure inside. Let's go ahead and just dust off with a clean shabby chip brush some of that dust from where we sanded. And now we are ready to go ahead and give this wood some monkey shine. Monkey shine is our all-natural beeswax oil finish, and it's so easy to use, guys. You literally just brush it on and then you wipe it off and buff it off, and you're left with a beautiful polished look. It just nourishes your wood, it protects, it resists. It's a finish that is great for, you can see I've really been using mine, really good for wooden pieces. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put our wax brush into our monkey shine. And now what we do is go ahead and we're going to buff. We're gonna buff in circles now. Do you see how vibrant right there? Just the color, it just brings out the pigment in the paint. Now you can really see that buttercream come out. Now I've grabbed one of our clean buffing cloths, and these are weaved, really, really nice and tight. So instead of pushing around any of the oil and wax that's on the top of your piece, you are basically gonna buff it off, and any of the excess is gonna be picked up by this rag. So now you can go ahead and buff your piece. If you have a bit of a larger area, you can buff in, you know, circles, but for those smaller areas, just go in and do the wiggle, 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 and rub it, buff it, and you're gonna be able to see you're just left with a nice buttery smooth finish. Guys, I think this came out amazing. I love it. I can't even remember what I paid for it, but it was like darn cheap. Now she's gorgeous and priceless to me. You know, I can really see this piece maybe on a mantle. I could also see it next to like a tin filled with, I don't know, maybe some lavender, whether the real or fake, in a little potted plant. Wouldn't that be cute? So it was really easy to do this flip, right? I hope you guys will consider thinking about what you have on your walls right now that maybe you're just kind of over and it just needs a little, you know, freshened up, needs some love. Or you go out like me and you find pieces like this that you can flip for profit and somebody else can take them home and enjoy them. So I am calling her done. I'm calling her, yes, it's a girl. I'm calling her done. Join me again tomorrow for another project. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, leaving me a awesome comment below, giving me a thumbs up, and check back again tomorrow. I'll have another fun vlog. Take care, guys. Bye.